there's many stories where you hear about, and I can't do an exact quote here. What's up, Sarah? How you doing, girl? But where, you'll see that somebody, I'm so not going to get this right, but like, I know there's been people like in history where someone has killed their child, right? And then they've had to forgive. And I know that there's different parables in the Bible and different things of that nature where we have to find forgiveness. And the forgiveness, though, is for you. And I think that's where we have a hard time, because we go, if I forgive, that's letting them off the hook. It's almost like when we think about accepting our bodies for what they are. And actually, that's really more so as I'm talking about it, that's how I want you to think about it. Hello, Catherine. I want you to think about that forgiveness. It's the same as us needing to forgive ourselves and accept, instead of making our bodies wrong for holding on to weight, forgiving them and recognizing they're doing the best that they can given what we're doing. And it's the same when we look at other people that have hurt us. The forgiveness isn't letting them off the hook and going, hey, I forgive you, so it no longer do we need to think of what you did was wrong. It's not about punishing them. This is actually, I'm forgiving them so I can be free, right? Just like I'm forgiving myself so I can be free. I'm forgiving others so I can be free, right? And it's in that forgiveness that you have a peaceful heart. It's in that forgiveness that you find the peace within yourself. And that's where we want that energy to come from. Does that make sense? So when you're looking at other people and when you're sitting there and saying, and we're looking at that forgiveness and you're finding it really challenging within yourself of how am I supposed to do that? I can't forgive them, or what they did was so wrong. I know I felt that. Like, you robbed me of my childhood, you took and changed me forever. But here's the thing, that change, as crazy as it sounds, led me to you. That change has made me able to now help all of these women to get to another place. So there's a compassion that we gain and a greater understanding and a greater appreciation for life and for others and for ourselves that without that experience we wouldn't have known. So we don't want to not forgive, because that would mean that we don't want to accept all of ourselves and who we are. And it's about actually making peace with who we are, making peace with the life that we're living, making peace with the choices that we've chosen, and knowing that things were done unto us that we can't control, but that they were a part of our soul's journey, and that soul's journey can be either one filled with pain or filled with love and freedom by the choice and the perception that we want to have around that experience. So the forgiveness is for you, and in that forgiveness, to give yourself that peace, it will take the energetic charge off of the other person. It's just like when I say we don't want to change other people. It's in changing ourselves that then we go home for the holidays, or we have these experiences, where my clients go, oh my God, I couldn't stand my sister, and now I go away with her, and we have this relationship we always wanted our entire lives. I heard that from one of my clients, and it made my heart sing, because she now has this relationship with her sister, not because she tried to change her sister, but because she changed herself, and she started to recognize that I don't want to change my sister. That's who she is. Instead, I'm going to accept her and love what is, as much as I'm going to do the same for myself, right? And that's what this is about. You guys, that's the beauty of this life. I'm sitting here, and I don't want to show you my crotch right now, but I could. But sitting in my lap is my journal, and I was just sitting here, and some of the things that I was writing was, in my journaling with the universe, with God, with Source, one of the messages I got was, I give you endless gifts. Share with others. Let them learn from you. Let them step into their greatness as you do onto yourself, right? Life is but a dream. Sometimes when I do this channeled writing, I can't always read what I write, but it was, life is but a dream. What is it you choose to see? As I'm looking out on the Douro River, it's what am I seeing? And the most magical thing happened earlier as I was journaling. when I say a seagull came an inch away from my head and then literally was 4 inches from me to the right. I was sitting there, I mean, so close that I could see the detailed webbed, like the actual, like his feet, the webbing on his feet, like it was crazy. I was about to take my phone out, and as I turned away, he flew away. And that was even a reminder to me too, which is, you know, stay connected with what's in front of you. In that moment, stay present in that moment, for it too can pass, right? So